Hey there, welcome to another episode of C programming tutorial. My name is Raja, and in this video we're going to be learning how to create your very first C program. So let's get started. So in the last video we have learned how to download and install the code blocks. So once you have downloaded that, you're gonna see an icon like this in your desktop. So all you have to do is double click that and code blocks will open. And the very first time it takes a few seconds to start up, and once it starts up we're gonna create our very first project. So let's wait for it to start up, and once it just opens we need to create our very first project. Now we can create our project either from here. We can create file, new, and project, and from here we can choose any project, but we're gonna do it the simpler way. So we can click here on this create new project option. We're gonna click here, and from all these options we're gonna select this console application, since we are going to build a console application here. So next we're gonna click on this go button and next, and from here we can choose either C or C++, since we are learning C in this series. So we're gonna be choosing C, and then we're going to click next. Then you have to select a folder where you're going to be storing your project. So you're going to click on that, and from here you're going to select any folder where you're going to store this project. In my case, I always save my projects inside this C folder, which is inside my D drive. You can create a folder like that and store it inside that. Now here you have to give a title to this project. So let me give a title like tutorial tutorial project. Okay, so once you have given a name, just click on next, and from here make sure both of these are checked. And as you can see here, we are using the GCC compiler by default. You can use either other compilers as well, but we're not going to use that. You're going to use GCC compiler here, and once you've done that, just click on finish. And once you click on finish, as you can see, our project has been created. So from the left you can see this tutorial project, and below that you can see sources. So inside these sources all of our code will be inside these sources. Okay, so in order to see our code, just click on the plus sign right here, and once you've done that, as you can see, main.c, this file has been created. So this is the file that code blocks automatically creates for us whenever we create a new project. So all you have to do is just double click on that and this file will open. So let me increase the font size a bit so that you guys can actually see it bigger. Okay, I think this should be good. So as you can see, this is the code that code blocks installs. Code block just puts by default here. So all you have to do now is to compile and run this thing. Okay, so first of all you have to compile this thing, and then you have to run this thing. So in order to compile this thing, as you can see here, we have a gear icon which says build, and if we click on that, it will build and it will compile that. And as you can see, it says process terminated and 0 errors, 0 warnings. That means we don't have any errors in our program. Now we can click on this triangle and it will run the program. But instead of doing both of these separately, what you can do is we can build and run at the same time by clicking on this button right here. So if I click on that, it will build and run at the same time, and the very first program will print hello world. Hello world, for which the code is already inserted inside this. So this is how we create our very first program in code blocks. So I hope you guys learned and enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. In the next videos we'll learn how to write our own code. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Thanks.